Good morning. Good morning. So today I wanted to just talk about something I was recently thinking about. Um, it's just I want to talk about having a mind shift, shifting your mind. When you have a goal, there's something you want to achieve, and you're working toward it, and you just feel like it's not happening. Like, not only is it not happening, like nothing's moving, nothing's breaking for you to get to that goal. And I mean, that's happened to me multiple times. Like, you're like working so hard in one direction, to achieve that goal, because that's the direction, that's the only direction you know of, and that's what you believe is going to allow you to achieve that goal. So you go, and you're exhausting yourself, and it's just not happening. It's not happening at all. And you get discouraged, you get, all of that. But I'm here today to tell you that this could be the issue. This could be the issue, because I recognize, and I just kind of put this all together recently. There's been a few different scenarios. So the first one I'll share is when I recently, I moved into a new apartment and all of that. So when I was looking for the apartment for a while, like probably a year or more overall, I would say. Let me think. Yeah, maybe like somewhere around a year. And I'll be honest. In that year, I probably wasn't as focused. The first part of that year, it was probably I was looking, like very surface level looking for an apartment. And then as time went on, maybe 6 months into my like very surface level search for an apartment, I recognized I needed to get more serious and more focused. So I did. And I got real focused and real serious. And I was just like, it felt like I was looking for a job or something. Like I was beating the pavement. Like I was pounding the pavement, whatever that saying is. But I was just like going after it. And I was like trying to, every stone was I was trying to, what is that saying? Uncover every stone or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Looking for an apartment, and I would put myself on these waiting lists. There was always a waiting list, and in some cases they were like years, like a year or more. But I'd go ahead and put myself on there, and anytime anybody mentioned apartment, I was like, where, what, like I have a coworker. In fact, she's not, we work for the same organization, but she doesn't work in my department. And it's funny because she used she used to do my hair years ago, and we ran into each other one day near our job, and it was just funny that we both ended up working for the same company. But anyway, so I ran into her yesterday. But I remember the last time I saw her, which was about 6 months ago, I remember, asking her about, an apartment, and she had recently moved into an apartment not far from the job. So I was like, oh my God, where are you living? Where, what's the name of the place? What, and I remember like looking it up and going by there and, trying to get on the waiting list and all of that. And it was like either the waiting list was closed or it was a dead end. It was a complete dead end. And I felt like I was, like, every day after work, I was out here looking for an apartment. Like, for real. And then, I don't know, who told me or how it came about, but then I because I wanted an apartment close to work. I mean, that's ideal. I think everybody wants that. You want somewhere close to work so you have a light commute. And yeah, so that was the goal. And so then I expanded my search a little. Like, I had a certain radius that I was willing to travel. And that was the radius that I was looking at. And then I just expanded that search a little bit out, further out. Further. Actually, I ended up expanding it even further out. Okay. And when I did that, it was like game over. Game over. Like it was like the heavens opened up. It was like the heavens opened up. And said, like, here's your apartment. And also I was looking at apartments, like regular apartments. And when I say regular, I mean, like right now I live in I've mentioned before, I live in a 55 plus community because I'm over 55, obviously. But prior to moving here, I kind of had some weird, like, image of what living in a 55 plus community was going to be like. I thought I was going to be living with some old folks. And I don't know, I just had this image of that I was going to start looking older and feeling older because I was living. You know what, I really do have to get gas. Might as well do it right now. Okay. I forget where I was at, but yeah, the heavens opened, and oh yeah, I was saying that I thought I was gonna start looking older and feeling older if I moved into a 55 plus community. Meanwhile, again, I'm over 55. But I just had a negative vision of what that was going to look like. And so not only did I expand my search outward, further out, and then I started applying at 55 plus communities. And the 55 plus communities, at least in my area, when I expanded the search, they, like, the place where I live now, from when I put in my application, I think it was a week later they called me. Like, that was amazing, because the other places it was taking, I was going months, and they would tell me up front they have no vacancies, but I could be put on a waiting list. And I was like, okay, I'll do what I gotta do. My hair, I didn't really curl my hair this morning or give it any kind of curl, but anyway. Okay, so that was that scenario. Like I said, I expanded my search and things started to open up. Things did open up. And then, okay, so another scenario that happened more recently, and not as serious, like, but I'm planning my trip, and I have like a huge list of to-do list of things I need to do, I need to buy, everything from like toiletries. Receipt, can I have a receipt? Thank you. They never seem to want to give you a receipt. Yeah. So, yeah, I have this huge to-do list, all these things I need. I'm talking about like things like from toiletries to, clothes, just everything is on this list. I got to call my credit card company, see, about international transactions, all of that. So, like I said, on the list, I got some toiletries and like little travel size toiletries and stuff like that. So, I know where to get that kind of stuff. But, in particular, I have this new body wash that I started using recently, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's made by Method, which is a plant-based company, and they don't put any harmful chemicals or anything in their products. They sell all kinds of like mainly things for the household. Like I didn't know they sold body care. But anyway, they have a body wash that I found. I actually found it at Target, before everything went down with Target. Anyway, so I love it. I absolutely love it. And I found where I can buy it at other places. Ulta also sells it. But anyway, so I was like, maybe I'll get a squeeze bottle, a little, one of those little squeeze bottles, and I'll put the body wash in it. So, I was kind of looking for a squeeze bottle, and one day I was out and about, and I never shop at Five Below. I just never, I've shopped there. I have shopped there before, but more recently I don't know. I just never find anything there that I'm looking for, or I don't know. It's kind of like in between the dollar store and like, I don't know, like a real store, like a Marshall's or something. And I just never usually find anything there. So anyway, I'm out and about over the weekend, and I see a Five Below, and I'm like, you know what? That's not my go-to place. But I'm gonna check it out because I'm open. And now I'm expanding my scope of what my normal go-to places, and I'll just, Target is usually one of my big go-to places for stuff like this. Target. But we ain't doing Target right now. We're not doing Target, period. Okay. So I was like, wow. I was like, okay, I guess I gotta find another spot. So I saw the Five Below, and I was like, oh, okay. And I'm still thinking maybe they have those, squeeze bottles that I can, pick up and put my Method lotion in them. And so I go in the Five Below. I just walk in. I don't even grab a cart or I don't think they have shopping carts, but they have like little baskets. I don't grab a basket or anything because I don't shop here, and this ain't my kind of store. And I don't be buying things here. I don't find things here. It's not that I'm like better than them or anything. I just don't find things here, so I'm not gonna be shopping here. So whatever if I see something, if I see this squeeze bottle I'm looking for, I can hold it in my hand and take it to the register. So I go to the little toiletry section, and I'm looking, and I saw the squeeze bottle. I was like, okay, they got the squeeze bottles. Do you know they had my method body wash in a travel size? I was like, what? Again, it was like the heavens open, because I was not expecting that to be in a travel size. You know, like, I mean, I know they make a lot of body washes today in travel size. Like, that wasn't the issue. But this particular body wash, you know, and I was just so excited. I was like, oh my God, you know. So then I was like, oh, okay. You know how you find one thing and you're like, okay, what else do they have? And then, you know, like I wanted eye mask, like for, you know, when you sleep on a plane, and, you know, I have one, but I wanted another one, a new one. And they had that, like they had all this stuff. So when I go to the register, I'm like this. I got my stuff in my hands because I've never got a basket. And I'm just like, wow, I would have never thought Five Below was the spot. You know, I would have never thought that that's where I was going to find some real gems. So that was one situation. Well, that was the second situation. Again, apartment was the first one, and the second one was the Five Below. And then so I'm looking for clothes. I'm looking for, like, not a whole lot, but you know, whenever you travel, you want a couple new pieces. You just want a couple new pieces to feel good and feel like I got new clothes. I'm, you know, traveling. I'm going on vacation. I got some new clothes, and so I just wanted to get a couple of things. I didn't know exactly what, but like maybe a couple pair of pants, you know, just something, you know, because yeah. Anyway, and I have my favorite spot, my favorite store that I shop at. Which if you know me, like if anybody that knows me, like knows me, you know, my favorite store of choice is Ann Taylor. Not the Ann Taylor, like, not the original Ann Taylor. You know, the high end, everything is $100 or above Ann Taylor. Not that Ann Taylor. Ann Taylor factory store. That's the Ann Taylor I'm talking about. Or the Ann Taylor outlet store. So, and I've been to there's a couple of Ann Taylor stores in this area. I've been to a couple. I've looked at their stuff. Now, granted, you know, we're going into spring, so, you know, they may have not gotten all their spring stuff in yet. But I just didn't see anything. Like, nothing jumped out at me and was like, oh, this is it. You know, this is the outfit, or this is it. I was just like, same old stuff. Same stuff I already have. I already have. I don't know if I got this from there, but it was like same old stuff. And there was nothing, you know, and same old prices. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, they have good prices, but anyway. So I was just kind of disappointed. I'm kind of like, the trip I'm getting closer to the trip. Like, I need to find something. And so yesterday I left work, and, you know, again, I have a long commute. So sometimes I'll just kind of hang out in my area. Like, you know, I might do Uber after work or something like that, just to kill time so that the traffic can die down. So that's what I was planning to do yesterday, is kind of maybe do a couple of deliveries while the traffic died down. But the deliveries that came through they were trash. They were just trash. So I was like, okay, that's not working. So then I passed an Old Navy store. And I'm gonna be honest with you, my impression of Old Navy, I mean, nothing against them, but my impression is, you going to the beach this weekend, it's summertime, you going to the beach, you need some flip-flops, you need some shorts, a t-shirt, you know, you want a hoodie, you want a sweatshirt, You want some sweats? That's my impression of Five Below. Not Five Below. Old Navy. That's what, to me, that's what they're about. They're just about casual gear. And it's like college kid stuff. Something the college kid would wear. Not, look at me. Not for me. Why is one side? Yeah, see, I should have curled it a little. I should have at least gave it a little bump. Anyway, yeah, college. You taking your kid off to college? You going to Old Navy to get a bunch of stuff, sweats and all of that. Like, I'm not shopping there, but I don't know. Something just prompted me to, I passed this Old Navy, and like I said, I was kind of killing time. Let the traffic die down. And I said, let me check out Old Navy. Hey, what could it hurt? So I go in Old Navy, and I go to their clearance section because they had their spring stuff out, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I go to their little clearance section, and I start looking, and I see these pants. I see a pair of pants, and I'm like, oh, okay. And the pants that I picked up, the first pair of pants I picked up were full price. They were like $44. And I was like, I'm not paying first of all, I'm not paying $44 at Old Navy. I mean, if I were at Ann Taylor, that would be expected, but I'm not paying $44 for a pair of pants from Old Navy. But they were dress pants. They were like, they were like dressy. They weren't sweats, which I was shocked about. I was like, oh, okay. And they were in my size. I was like, let me try these on. Let me see. So I went to the, fitting room and tried them on, and they fit. They fit, and I was like, oh. And so I came out of the fitting room, and I asked the lady. I said, can you check the price on these, because they were in the clearance section, but I see the price says $44. She checked the price. She said they are $13. I was like, they're mine. They are mine. I'm taking them home. So I got the pants. So then I was excited. I was like, let me go back to the clearance section. So I start roaming back through the clearance section. I mean, they had stuff for $6.99. They had stuff for, I needed a shopping cart at that point. I had to get a shopping cart. I had so much stuff. I went to the fitting room, tried everything on. I mean, I would say maybe half the stuff it just wasn't me. Like I tried on this, like little fake leather or pleather pants set or whatever. I'm like, I was like, nah, this ain't the move. But I tried on a bunch of stuff, and it had a little matching vest to it. But I did find, which was a gem, I found this satin, and I wasn't looking for any pajamas. I mean, I had pajamas that that wasn't on my list of stuff I needed. But I found this beautiful, beautiful silk satin material but pajama set. Beautiful pajama set. It was like in this gold light, not like some. Ooh, this truck is really close to me. It's like in a goldish yellow, like a light gold, like not like a bright gold, but almost like a yellow color. But it's beautiful, like a one of those like men type long shirt with the pants. Beautiful, And I was like, you know, and I lost some weight recently, so I'm not quite sure of my size, but you know, I was like, okay, let me try this on. I was like, this is the pajama set. I could see myself in Paris with a glass of champagne with that pajama set on. So of course I bought it. It was only like $19.99. And I saw a bunch of tops, cute little shirts. One shirt had like a second shirt underneath. The shirt underneath was like, I don't know, $4.99 or something. And then the main shirt was like $7.99. I was like, oh. I didn't know. I didn't know about Old Navy. And these were all like stuff that I would wear, dress stuff. Like I said, that pajama set was really nice. I would never have expected to find something like that at Old Navy. So, okay, let me wrap up this video. I know it's going way over. Sometimes if you're looking for something and you're just, hitting a brick wall, you just have to shift a little to the left, a little to the right, or expand your scope a little and go outside of what you would normally, what you would normally gravitate to. And you may just find exactly what you're looking for. Because I'm telling you, after work today, I'm going to find me another Old Navy. And I'm going to see what they got in their clearance. Because they probably have different stuff in their clearance. Anyway, have a great day. Don't forget to like the video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. God bless. Bye-bye.